morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, September 27, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. The first great debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump was held last night. There are still 2 more to go. 5 more weeks or so until Election Day, then this will finally be over. The risk industry is seemingly particularly focused on a tropical weather system called Invest 97L, which is meandering around the Windward Islands in the southern Caribbean. Air Force reconnaissance hurricane hunter planes are in the area right now examining the tropical depression, which is currently located 600 miles east-southeast of the Windward Islands. It's moving west-northwest at about 20 miles per hour. There is an expectation that it has a 90% chance of developing into a tropical system in the next 24 hours. It will be named Matthew. We reported this yesterday. If it intensifies, as expected, the track that it's on now would place it squarely into the Gulf of Mexico, which, if it takes a northerly approach, will simply bring much more rain to Louisiana, which has already been inundated. The World Health Organization is saying that 9 of 10 people on the planet live in places with poor air quality, being a major factor in millions of deaths each year. The WHO said that this is a health emergency. Some 3 million deaths annually are linked to exposure to outdoor air pollution. 90% of the deaths occurred in low and middle income countries, with nearly 2/3 of them, according to the World Health Organization, in Southeast Asia and the Western Pacific region. Hopes for a compromise between Saudi Arabia and Iran on controlling the production of oil at the OPEC meeting in Algeria today were dashed. It seems as if no agreement is going to be reached. They're going to have a consultative informal discussion at 2 o'clock today, Greenwich Mean Time. Apparently, the concept that Saudi Arabia had floated last week to reduce its output if Iran agreed to freeze production did not get off the table. According to sources, don't expect anything unless Iran suddenly changes its mind and agrees to a freeze, but I don't think they will. Iranian oil production has stagnated at 3.6 million barrels a day. Iranians insist that they maintain the right to be able to pump up to 4.2 million barrels a day. OPEC Gulf members want it capped at below 4 million. Iran, of course, is desperate for foreign exchange as a result of the Western sanctions. One of the big ways they can make it up is by exporting and selling oil. The problem is the price of oil has tumbled by 50% over the last several years. Coca Cola has lost Evan Greenberg from its board. The CEO of the American and International Insurer, I should say, Chubb, is stepping down from the board to focus on his duties at Chubb as the CEO. The 61-year-old Greenberg is resigning effective October 1st. Greenberg had been the chairman of Coca-Cola's audit committee. He said, "Due to increasing demands of my time following a major acquisition of my company," this would be the purchase by Ace of Chubb, "I have decided to resign." Also on the board is Howard Buffett, the son of Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett. Berkshire is the company's largest shareholder. China's state broadcaster says that 9 coal miners have been killed in a gas explosion at an underground mine, with 11 others still trapped in the northwestern part of the country. The explosion happened this morning in the Ningxia Autonomous Region. Rescuers are trying to reach the trapped miners. China's mines have been the world's deadliest, but safety improvements have reduced deaths in recent years. One of the common refrains of the American presidential campaign is a cry to reopen the coal mines in Kentucky and West Virginia. Unfortunately, coal is an international commodity. The average Chinese coal miner is paid a net salary of just $145 a month. If American coal miners are willing to work for a net of $145 a month and work under the safety conditions or lack thereof that the Chinese miners work under, they too will be able to produce coal that will sell competitively on the international market. Fortunately, none of them will agree to that. An overcrowded bus carrying villagers in Nepal heading home after a big religious festival slipped off a mountain road earlier today, killing at least 18 of them. The accident occurred about 75 miles west of Kathmandu, the capital. Taiwan has been hit by the 3rd typhoon in 2 weeks. This time, the eye of the typhoon has passed directly over the middle of the island. The previous two typhoons kept their eyes offshore but delivered significant rain. This one came across as a Category 2 hurricane. Excuse me, it was named Typhoon Megi. It delivered heavy rain and damaging winds. Weather observers in Hualien City reported a maximum gust of about 95 miles per hour, which overturned trucks. The storm caused waves about 35 feet high east of Taiwan. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.